I must admit, he's got a bit of a phobia for Melton. He was probably the best horse to have the most losing.
Relays all clear, Melton. 13-7-2-8 all clear.
Tonight he put his best foot forward and he was able to poke around early and get a good trip. But I sort of was given a lot of confidence before I went out by Mark, which he doesn't really say much and never had to say much, but I could just tell that he was really happy with him and yeah, it showed on the track.
Yeah, and he's got so much versatility. I mean, we saw him go through all the top races as a young horse coming through to grades, and he was certainly right up to it and never too far away.
No, that's right. You know, he went round in derbies and he won a Sydney Derby heat and he won the South Australian Derby and he's run second or third in the Bonanza, and he's been a good horse his whole life, and you know, it's a credit to the connections and to Mark and everyone involved.
Trying to describe this girl as far as her racing pattern and her best type of style of racing. I mean, is she a horse that we're going to see as she gets into these bigger races that she can fly to gate, or is she one that is going to do a bit of work and grinding her way into it?
Yeah, I don't know yet, Robbie. She's got a few attributes, and she obviously wears a bit of gear, as in for hanging and running around a bit. Sometimes she can get a little bit keen, and then sometimes she can be lazy. So she's a funny sort of filly, but I think the better races will suit her, and she probably won't be able to be as driven quite as forward yet against the better ones. But yeah, if she gets a good toe along, she should be running nice races.
After the line, you really stretched it right out, almost down to about the 600 metre mark. Any reason for that?
Oh, generally I like to make most of them, especially if they go right down to the end of the back straight, and gives them a good chance to cool down a little bit more, and yeah, just teaches them, I reckon, to run right through the line, and she was still doing it strong, so yeah, just letting her bowl around a bit more.
We're here with Josh Aiken after Santa Cruz saluting. She's a talented horse. She showed some good ability as a 2-year-old and 3-year-old filly. She's come back as a 4-year-old. Seems to be matured a lot. Still got plenty of little quirks from time to time, but certainly she's strengthened up. She's always had a lot of speed. Josh probably lacked a little bit in the strength department, but as we're seeing, as she's getting older, she's starting to display that.
Yeah, she's always been a nice filly. She had tremendous speed all the way along, and at times the owners have gone off her a little bit, but yeah, no, she's sort of proven herself the last few weeks, and yeah, if she keeps going like this, you should see her in some 4-year-old stakes races.
Yeah, she had a little bit of a patch there where she did lose a little bit of form. I think you took her up to New South Wales. I think it might have been for one of the heats of the Breeders' Challenge by memory, and just lost her way a little bit, but she's slowly recaptured that good form that she showed early.
Yeah, well, if you go through her form, she's probably hasn't raced in many weak fields. She's always been up against really nice horses, and probably hasn't been driven 100% the right way all the time, but we've sort of worked her out now, and she seems really happy, and you know, if she keeps going the way she's going now, yeah, she should have a pretty bright future this season and maybe the one after.
Tonight she was really tested. I mean, she took on the horses that ran second and third, both got the race experience on their side, and you would imagine they would have come in here a bit harder and fitter than yourself, but by golly, she responded and really fought them off.
Yeah, no, she did. She did dig deep. She was probably entitled to get beat, but a couple of handy times we've brought her here for trial work and as well as track work, so I think that's put her in good stead for racing around here anyway.
This family of dads and yours has been a fantastic producing family, and as you mentioned, so many of the foals that are Twinkle Toes and the daughters and the sisters have all gone very well.
Yeah, no, they have. Jeff Dodd gave us a good recommendation when he sold me Sierra Tango. He said he liked the Village Jasper mares, and so far he's been dead on. So, but Sierra Tango, she's been a beauty, and fingers crossed she can keep leaving a couple more for us.
A real big rap for Sports Rider too, the sire. He's very underrated. He's done a marvellous job. He's continued to leave juvenile horses, and a lot of his progeny make the races and become very competitive, and this little girl's no different.
Yeah, this is our first Sports Rider, and they seem to be pretty sensible horses, so she's good to do anything with. She's a little bit in season at the moment, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Lucky we don't have any stallions in the stable at the moment, just a few broodmares down the front with foals.
Well done on a great drive.
No, thank you. Yeah, no, the horse is going great, and credit to Duff, man. He's got it going, superb.
Well, he's just had a marvellous season, his horse, and just continued to get better and stronger.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how well he's going at the moment. He just keeps getting better and better, and there's no reason why he can't go on and win, 3 or 4 more.
Yeah, well, and look, we spoke to Stephen Ryan not long ago about this particular horse and Lorraine, of course, but the horse was very well looked after as all the way through its career. It's been pampered and taken care of, and as a result, even though that the age is creeping up, it's probably now starting to just reach its full potential.
Yeah, that's right. No, they've done a great job with it early, and that's the reason he's here and winning races like this today.
Every now and then the girls play up. This one's playing up, not too bad. She's won 3 in a row, and she's back. You said to me last week she's back, and she looked back again tonight.
She was probably better again than last week, Robbie. Yeah, she's doing a bit of kicking, but we'll forgive her at the minute unless she contacts me. But no, she was terrific. Like, to get the check that she did early and regroup and get herself back on the line and work around them and do all the work, she was just fantastic.
Very good performance again by Any Old Way. We're just having a chat to Michael. He was just outstanding last week at Terang on Terang Cup night, taking out the Trotters Cup last week, and he was able to work to the lead, and he's a very Dow type horse. And tonight off the handicap and maybe back in distance, punters may have thought there were horses off the front that might have jumped out in front and would have made it hard for Any Old Way, but their manners let him down, and Ever Reliable has just been able to work his way through, both driver and horse, found the lead.
9 Any Old Way returns 14 even and 280. Michael Bellman with the double. Time Valley Barney second, 280. Brent Lilly training the Quinella. Canera third, paid $8.50 for the place. Third, fourth in 10, Old Cry if he wins. Quinella 56.80, exact at 99.70. The trifecta 1,766.50. First 4, $8,870.40. A jackpot of $2,800.
He'd run well tonight, and we got around at the right time, and it was all the difference.
Yeah, didn't have to burn him out of the gate. You just let the dust settle, which was a real smart move. And then you popped around. He was a little bit off the bit coming to the turn, but you reined him up and he responded.
He tends to do that for some reason, sort of halfway, 3/4 way around the corner. He tends to drop the bit, and then as you straighten, you can feel him surge. Sometimes he's let the leader get too big a break, but fortunately tonight and a lot of the time he's able to pick him up.
I know she's got a few of her own horses that she loves, but I think right at the moment, Forget to Remember is one of her favourites.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. I mean, some wins are just wins, but some of them are special, and that's one of those times. Christy's always been a little fan of mine, and I only drive for her every now and then, and she rang up and said, "Are you going to Melton?" I said, "No, why?" She said, "Would you come and drive my horse?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll do that for you," and to be able to win on it, it's great.
Fantastic, and there was a false start. How were you the first time around?
Yeah, look, credit to the Mosses. They told me exactly what this horse would do, and Deborah even said, "Look, if there's a false start, get her straight out of there." So I just followed all her instructions, and they both said that she's never when she's led, she's won. So when I could find the front, I thought, geez, I'm a big chance here.
He did it well again tonight.
No, he did it real well tonight, and he just keeps running into a nice horse, but he's going pretty good, isn't he?
He is. He's going.
Nice horse. Yeah, real nice horse.
Tonight, bit of action going on there. Rock and Roll Prince led, and you dropped behind, and then there was a few little gear problems there with the leader.
Yeah, and something must have been broken on it.
And you stayed behind the pegs, but you were able to get off coming to the home turn.
Yeah, he was going that well.